Hello friends, let us see the radar range equation. Before arriving the radar range equation, we have to know the meaning of some terms, and these terms are like this. Let us consider the D is the distance of the target. In the radar, when we transmit the signal from the radar, then the signal is moving towards the all directions or moving towards the target, and the distance between the radar and target is represented by D, and S is the cross sectional area of target. Then the PT is the peak value of transmitted power. The power which is transmitted by the transmitter is represented by PT, and the echo power received by the receiver is represented by PR. Then the power gain of transmitting antenna in relation with the isotropic radiation is represented by GT. Then the power gain of receiving antenna is represented by GR, and the capture area of the receiver is represented by A, and A0 is aperture area of the receiving antenna. Then the ratio of the capture area to aperture area, that is A divided by A0, is denoted by K, and this is the ratio of capture area and aperture area of receiving antenna. And here this is 0.65 for parabolic reflector, and it is equal to 0.90 for the matrix antenna in the radio receiver. So these are some terms or some constants which are used in the radar range equations. So let us now, the power is transmitted in the direction of the target, and the power which is transmitted in the direction of the target is equal to the PT into GT, that is the power gain, that is the PT into GT. Whole of this energy is spread around the sphere of the radius, and the distance of the target from the transmitter is given by, or the surface area of the sphere, which is equal to 4 pi d square. Okay. Then the power density is equal to the power transmitted power divided by the surface area, and this power density of the transmitter is equal to PT into GT divided by 4 pi d square, and the power which is reached at the antenna, which is reached at the target is given by PT into GT into S divided by 4 pi d square. Here, this is equation number 2. Okay. Then the energy which is striking the target, this energy is scattered in different direction. When the transmitter transmit the energy which is reached to the target, and after striking that high energy power to the target, then that energy is scattered in all directions, and therefore this scattered energy goes towards the receiving antenna. And now suppose the total power contained in the wavefront section having the surface area S radiated by the isotropic radiations located at the target, the strength of the wave thereby reaching the receiving antenna would be the same as the strength of the actual echo product produced by the target. So the echo power per unit area of wavefront at the radar receiver is given by Pt into Gt into S divided by 4 pi d square into 1 divided by 4 pi d square, which is represented by equation number 3. This is equation number 3, and therefore the total power is given by Pr, that is the total received power, which is the Pr, and the Pr is equal to Pt into Gt into S divided by 4 pi d square whole square into A, and this is equation number 4. The captured area A is related to the GR, that is the gain of the receiver. Okay, and therefore gain of the receiver is given by 4 pi A divided by lambda square, and here the K is equal to A divided by A0. Therefore, A is equal to K into A0. Therefore, this can be written as 4 pi K into A0 divided by lambda square, and this is equation number 5. Where lambda is the wavelength. When the same antenna is used for transmission as well as the reception of the energy, in the present case, the transmitter gain is equal to the receiver gain. Means the Gt is equal to Gr, and from the equation number 5 we can write A is equal to lambda by 2 into Gr into 4, and that is also equal to lambda by 2 into Gt into 4 pi. Here we are substituted Gr is equal to Gt. Therefore, A is equal to lambda by 2 into Gt 4 pi. This is equation number 7. Therefore, we have the received power, that is the PR. PR is equal to Pt into S into lambda square into Gt square divided by 64 pi square d raised to 4. Here we substitute the value of A in the equation number 5. Therefore, we get the PR, that is the received power, and that is equal to Pt into S into A square into K square divided by 4 into D square lambda square. This is equation number 8. This is the received power. Okay. If the PR minimum is the minimum power received by the receiver antenna, then the maximum distance of the target detected by the radar is given by Dmax, and the Dmax is equal to Pt into S into A0 square into K square divided by 4 pi lambda square into PR minimum whole square. This is equation number 4, and this is the distance of the target, that is the Dmax, maximum distance. And from this equation number 9, this equation is used to explain various factors on which the radar range, that is the Dmax, depends on. We can clearly say that the Dmax is proportional to P raised to 1 by 4, or Dmax is proportional to under root of A square S raised to 1 by 4. Also, Dmax is proportional to 1 by lambda square under root of lambda, and Dmax is proportional to 1 divided by PR raised to 1 by 4. Now, we will discuss in this section as a target as regard the choice of the factor which needed to alter the increasing radar range. This is the radar range equation. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video.